I want you to think back to a time when you did something bad when you were younger. How did your parents react? I'm pretty sure most of us can remember when our parents looked at us and they weren't happy with what we did. And as punishment, they took away something that we really loved. Whether it was a DS or a favorite toy or banning of the TV, the point is, our parents saw something that we really loved so much and they took it away to teach us a lesson. If that happened to you, well, you're very lucky because in my case, it was that plus get my ass beat. You've clicked on this video because you've lost something in your life and it stings. But don't you worry because I'm in the same boat as you. Recently, I lost something that I really cared about a lot, And I understand the initial reaction you guys will have. Why me? I wish I had known this better, or done this, or that, X, Y, and Z, Those are the questions that circulate around your head when something goes wrong and we lose the thing that we love the most, And I was exactly like that for the first week, asking that question. Naturally speaking, because it's something you love and you really care about, Little secret about me, but every summer, I lose something that I love so much. There's been jobs, there's been friends, there's been relationships, I've always lost something in the summertime, And it could be for a mix of reasons. Maybe it's because I did something wrong. Maybe they did something wrong. Maybe it's just life, coincidence, whatever it is, There's been many different reasons as to why I've lost something, And I guess at the time when it was happening, I used to think, why do I have to suffer every summer? Why is it always me, X, Y, and Z? I don't see anyone else. People out there doing worse things and they don't lose their things, but I'm getting this or X, Y, and Z. I always used to frown upon it for the various different reasons. You have to understand with life that when you lose something, whether it's by life chances or you did something wrong or the person did something wrong, there's a lesson in all of it. There's something you have to take away from it. There's something you should walk away from after that situation. The reason why parents would take something that we loved from us when we were younger, when we did something bad, is because that's the only way we would have listened. I think we can remember many times when our parents tried to tell us something through nice means or try to tell us through verbal warnings. And yeah, we heard it, but I don't think we actually felt it, because there's a difference between hearing something and feeling something, which made us to never do that action again. And that's the same with life today. You're out here losing things for whatever reason. And I guarantee you've been told before in many drips and drafts, but you never really understood it because you weren't in a position to have to understand it. Now you're in a position where you feel that pain. You feel that hurt. You feel that stabbing feeling in your heart of losing something that you love. And as you're feeling that stabbing feeling, you're remembering the feeling behind it. And that forces you to grow. That forces you to learn a lesson. Every time that I've suffered, I remember each summer when I've lost something because of how I felt during that summer. I remember feeling that pain. I remember feeling that hurt. And that's why I walk with a new type of wisdom every year, because I remember how it felt. And I swear to myself that it will never happen like that, or I will never view something like that, or whatever it is again. And that's what's happening again this summer. And it will probably happen next summer, and the summer after that, and the summer after that, and the summer after that. And I'm okay with it, because if that's how God needs to teach me a lesson, then so be it. I haven't suffered enough. And that's the thing you should be telling yourself every time you suffer through something. Is this just an unfortunate turn of events, or is it a time for you to learn a new thing in the situation? Rather than asking yourself, why is it always me that's suffering? You have to tell yourself, I haven't suffered enough, and this is something I'm going to walk out of in a positive way. Now, the big question, will it ever come back? Because I think we can all vividly remember our parents taking away something from us and giving it back, and us being happy and clinging on to it for dear life and not doing the thing they told us not to do again. But life is a bit different. In terms of God, how does he operate? Will he give us the thing back? Will he give us something brand new but better? What will God do? Only time will tell. I'm not the God whisperer. I'm not a prophet. I'm not anything like that. I'm not here to give you hope that it could ever come back. But one thing I can promise you is that if you walk away from the situation, understanding what you needed to learn, reflected, and followed in obedience to what God wanted you to know to be a better person, rather than running away from the issue, 100% guarantee God will give you the thing that you lost, or a new thing, but better. Either way, it's a win-win scenario, so long as you choose to reflect on the situation and see that, okay, I made this mistake, I'm never doing that again, or this thing happened to me, but even still, what can I learn from this situation? Do I need to avoid people like this, or do I have to do this to make sure that doesn't happen again? There's so many things. You just have to make sure that every time, without fail, even when all hope looks lost, even when the pain is so much, even in the darkest of times, never sit there and give up. Never sit there and think it's the end for you. Learn from it, grow, and be better, because that's all you can do in that time of suffering. If it's you have to change a certain thing in your character, change it. If you have to avoid certain groups of people, you need to avoid certain groups of people. Or even if they were the ones that did you wrong, you have to ask yourself, like, or it's like a mutual thing where you both did each other wrong. Even still, sit there and be like, what did I do to cause or provoke this action? And what should I avoid from this person in the future? So many things. Or in the job, should I have done that? Or even if it's happened for no reason, even if you sat there like, oh, I did absolutely nothing to deserve this. Maybe God wants you to learn about patience, or, not worrying about things out of your control. I don't know, but you know your life. You know what you're struggling with, and you know what you can learn. Whatever it is, man, there's a reason that you're there, and it's to learn. I know mine, and now you know yours because of this video. God bless, take care, and I wish you guys a lovely and prosperous life.